Oh, I miss you, my sister. I don't know. Father? Yes. Yes, what is it? Oh, you look so stressed. Maybe it's not a good time. No. This is just when I would usually write to my sister, and now that she's gone and so far away, and I'm unable to really grieve it properly, this is a bad time, Father. No, what is it? Do you remember grandfather's servant, Per? Yes, he was a very faithful servant, but he stayed behind after we left. I don't think he had much of a choice. The lowborn oftentimes don't get to make decisions about what happens to them in situations like that. Although I think he would have rather went away with Father. Doesn't matter, Father died nearly afterwards. Yes, what is it? He is still alive, and he sent this letter to you. He says it's of great importance to the family, and that you should read it. Well, out of respect for the old man and my father, I will have a look at it. Thank you. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel, and newcomers alike. We are here once again with the Valenciano Ducks, and Bernard Hugh, the jovial, our man, our adventurer. His wife has died, his sister died, he's now more alone in the world than ever, but I don't think he's going to get remarried. He's a 70-year-old man, he's got a camp full of people to help him with all of his needs. I think he's just going to focus on his children, in particular his son and heir, who's now 13. We only got to live 3 more years in order to see him out, and we are still healthy as a horse. Fully, completely fine. We're fine. We're not even a red heart yet, we're just fine. Which is great news, because it means we'll definitely live for 3 years, unless, we fall off a horse or get struck by lightning or fall in our bath, get a bad result in an event, all the stuff we can't control. We have around us, just to get started, this passage of arms here. We have this fortification. We won't do that. It's out of our scope, but we could definitely do passage of arms here. We're okay at that stuff. I mean, it's not our focus, but we're okay at it. And I think we might have spent enough time here, right? We've become best friends with our distant cousin, the King of Ruthenia. We became decent friends with Sheikh Daniel down here in what remains of our territory in the south. They have not been able to hold their kingdom together at all. It completely fell apart. It's been eaten by the Carpathian steppe and by Hungary. Mongolia has splintered and fallen into nothing. It's never going to be anything that matters, so we won't have to worry about that. We're long past its era. Oh, we're getting deep into the game. We've been playing for 216 years. It's hard to believe that 216 years ago is when Demetrius set out from Kyiv to begin the journey. It's been quite a long time. Exciting, really, how long it's been. The perform in a play bug, where passage of arms sometimes shows up with the title of perform in a play. Yes, no, we're not performing in a play. We're not actors. We're going to use our military to fill this guy's needs. Though we probably won't participate in it too much ourselves. I think we'll do the faster one. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine here. We still have our 2 giant bodyguards. I like to imagine us going places with our 2 giant bearded bodyguards everywhere. We've been using this. I don't think that's the same guy. Maybe it is. Well, Zuzluk can still be the thug. That's great. We will take Constanza, our caravan master. We'll take Constanza, our caravan master, as the lookout. And I suppose the footpad. Ooh, have Beator the Pecheneg, who can do it. I feel like our friend the professor died and we didn't notice. It must have come up in a thing. We could check our followers just to make sure, but I'm sure he was our friend, so he would have been in our friend list. He must have died without us noticing. We got Santa Claus in our little team. That's kind of special. He's a sluggard. I'm gonna put Beator in. I think he'll do fine. And Beator is our friend. We have a lot of friends. Feels like everyone's our friend now, even though we only have 5. How you doing? Oh yeah, son finally. I remember him. I remember letting him have this name. I had forgotten him up until the point I saw his name and remembered giving him that name. Father, father, cries my daughter as she runs up to me. Wait, I think you've made a friend for life there, dear. Us against the world. She's now friends with this common boy. I mean, we mix in and out with commoners all the time in our nothing to say. Oh, she is officially retired. Our daughter. Why? Why did she stop being the doctor? Sometimes weird things happen where they just decide that people are disqualified all of a sudden. Well, this young woman, Henny, she can do it. She's 38. Loyal, a witch, a gardener. Yeah, she'd make a great doctor. All right, it's your job now. Apparently my daughter has decided she doesn't want to be it anymore, so that's that then. I don't know why. Is it something I'm missing? Didn't have any special negative traits. It just seemed like she suddenly got a little older though, because her hair changed color. We have some request interactions. Grand Prince Pravel, we just had him do a grand tournament for us. Maybe we can arrange a marriage. Maybe there's somebody good in his court that our son could marry. Probably not though. But who knows, right? Nope, never anyone interesting. That's fine, King Vladislav. Could you just give us a pile of gold? Because we always need a pile of gold, right? Like, there's never a point in time in which we don't need a pile of gold. We should consider upgrading the camp again. I don't really want to upgrade the perimeter. I think we could maybe upgrade the mess hall to level 2 or the supply tent. Let's do the mess hall. Nobody needs any stress in their life, right? Oh, this has already reached 100%. I'm just letting it run through. It was so fast. Seize the moment. There we go. We've earned our pay once more. Let's look at our soldiers and see what we can increase here that might be relevant. I would say we'll get an armored horseman. And well, let's increase our camel riders too, just because they're sort of part of the weird strangeness of our army that we run these camel riders, right? The crossbowmen up to 5. Maybe we grab one of those too. That should be good. Then we can head to the castle one last time before we head out. Back to Constantinople, a city that has been calling for us for years. We will go to the castle. We will look to see if there's any soldiers. We will ask them to come with us on our adventures. Come on. We are a great camp. We're so big. There's so many people here. You have a great time. Sign up for our new military units right now. I'm done here. And that means I think it's time to say goodbye to old King Vladislav, Prince Dmitri, who actually kind of likes us too. Maybe we should establish a relationship with him as well. Oh, we gotta return before we can do that. You know, I have been thinking about our family now that I've been preparing to leave. Oh, so your time here is finally at an end, eh? I had suspected as much. Men like you can seldomly stay someplace for very long. I have enjoyed having you here, though, and I do look forward to your letters from the road. Yes, and I will send them. I find the mystery of Demetrius's mother to be very compelling. There's only one problem. A problem? I thought your journey to the fallen empire was assured, and it was. I grow old. My sister has died, my brother has died, and I yearn for home, I think. Really. I would never have thought to hear that from you. That is interesting. It would be a shame, though, if you give up your mission. True. But most of my mission was just to come here and meet you and read from the book, and I don't know. Maybe it's just melancholy because of the death of my siblings. I have to think about it more. My kinswoman, Queen Amodus, created the cadet branch of Vardos Montaneos. Why? Why would you do that? Okay. Why would you do that? You gain no benefit from that. I mean, all right. I'm gonna have to spend some time in editing to fix the quarters because I can't do it in the game because I don't have access to their even though it's technically my family, I don't have access to their editing screens. So that's that. I think we leave the way we came because we want to visit our friend here before we go. So we'll do that. This capital's here. So let's travel first to here like we did originally. We'll stop in. We'll get some supplies, you know. It'll be good news. So you are going to visit Sheikh Daniel? Yes. The two of you seemed to get on quite well when we first talked. What's changed? It's not that anything has changed. He's put me into a strange position. Has he? How? His liege has married my youngest daughter, and there is now an alliance between us, and I was hoping that would dissuade him from this foolish Liberty War, but do you think that you're going to have to join the war against him and it will crush him? Is that what you're saying? Can I ask you something, my friend? You can ask me anything, as long as it isn't to stay. Haha, no. I know that until you are ready to settle, you will not stop. No. If the worst should come, if he finds himself without a place to live, will you bring him with you? Will you see to him wherever it is you go? He's still my cousin after all. Well, if he's amiable, I will certainly bring him with me. My spot. So these two are arguing because their spots are overwhelmed. This is a monk and this is a general courtier. Actually, it's the husband of my granddaughter. Well, you may have rules for a reason. Yeah, let's reinforce the rules. So yeah, this is a region that our family should be proud of. Like, we've saw great wonders here. Kyiv is one of the greatest cities in the world right now. Kyiv has hit 54. We go over here to Paris. We have bypassed Paris. I'm pretty sure we're above London because London's not that big during this era. There are some places down here that are really, really strong at the beginning. Cordoba is 49, 43, 46. The coast, the heart of Valencia is 46. Of course, we got Rome. You're never going to keep up with the area around Rome. And of course, we have Byzantium. We have done a pretty good job, I would say, the family, of making Kyiv like a heart of gold in the middle of the orange and red. It's only going to keep going up. It feels like he's stopped directing it himself, though. He's just letting it go now, which is makes sense. I mean, he doesn't need to push it forever, right? Still outdoing Constantinople, though. As in, gaining faster than they are. Which means in a few hundred years, they might surpass them. Of course, they won in the game because there's just a cap of 100, but still. I gaze down, sadly, at my meal. A barely ripe apple stands out as the most appealing of the fare. There is no shortage of food at the camp, but the variety is lacking. With wilting vegetables, we have aplenty, but I could really use some prime meat. Beitor leaps to his feet, bow in hand, reaching for a quiver. I've had enough of this. These may be Sheik Daniel's lands, but I'm sure he can spare the merest trimmings of their fat. No poaching without permission. Yeah, we'll just ask permission. Oh, well, he's not going to let us hunt. That's actually disappointing. I wonder why. No, I don't think so. What? Why not? We need supplies. You know that I'm in the midst of a war, right? Well, yes, and that a man like myself, I need a distraction in such a stressful time. You should come here. You should hold a formal hunt. And then, if the war allows, I can join it myself. If that's your preference, it goes bad then. Goes very badly, yes. The betrayal of our mutual relative has made this necessary liberty war impossible now. There's simply nothing I can do. But we will fight to the end, and I will not beg him for mercy. It will be up to him whether or not he shows it. You know, I think it might be because it was such an informal request. Let's make a formal request to hunt his territory, right? Oh, do you know what we forgot to do before leaving? We forgot to hunt in the legendary hunting grounds. But we're definitely going to at least visit the legendary hunting grounds. So let's hunt. We always go back. I mean, we don't really have any place to be. Okay, party size is small. That's fine. Let's start the hunt soon. Oh, it's actually the Emir who has to give us permission. Surely he will let us hunt. Yes, absolutely. I feel like I'm going over my distant cousin's back, but I think what's actually happened is he wanted us to make a formal request, and now that we've made a formal request, he's perfectly happy with it. The whole camp is out. The whole camp is. And also this guy from a different adventuring camp has decided to come. All right, that's cool. Let's get out there. I mean, there's not much meat in a fox. I suppose we can make up the provisions on the small game that we find. I haven't picked my rates was never a while home away from home. We could shelter this poacher. I mean, yeah, come on, get in there. It's okay. He's our relative. He won't mind. Could always use another guy, right? I think before we go, we're going to do a monument journey up to the legendary hunting grounds. I almost forgot about it completely until I decided to do this hunt, and it just occurred to me that was one of the things we definitely wanted to do before we left. All right, so because I'm an herbalist, we can gain the poisonous plants, but I'm not really interested in that. I would really like to succeed, so we'll push hard, try to get the cap. After it, we ride. Yes, we're going to ride down the fox. Just kind of the traditional way to catch a fox, to be fair. The wood is truly the mantle of the poor, so the poor around here are picking things, and they're sort of like causing a little bit of difficulty with our hunt. We get them out of here. We could leave them be. Or we could just join them, which I think we would. We'll pick some mushrooms too. We could use some mushrooms. A little bit of a change in the palate, you know? And of course we failed. All right, well, we did the very best we could. Yeah, it's too bad. We did our best, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. At least we picked some mushrooms, right? That's a nice freshener. Let's look at our monument expedition. We'll stop here for a second. They say children react more than anyone else to places they find themselves in, so she is having another opportunity because of being raised in a scholarly camp to get some extra points. Gonna push her towards learning again. Nice. And then we will do our monument expedition, and we're gonna go up here to the legendary hunting lodge. And we will of course bring scribes because we always need new scribes. That just makes it cost more than we have right now. So we'll be waiting a little bit to do that. There are some jobs around us that we could use to easily make that. Like this is probably a quick settle boundary dispute here to get the money we need to go on our expedition. And I guess we should do this one too, right? We'll help them with their dispute over a local landmark. It's also a boundary dispute, so we'll just head over and do that too. He is probably able to... Nope, not quite yet. It's the end of this year. So we cannot yet try to instill him with a fourth trait. Let's do this. So the other settle boundary dispute. Out here using our knowledge to make people's problems disappear. Mortician's tools. Oh, we gained 6 gold. We gained some loot from a nearby battle. That's neat. Traveling traders. Okay, so this is the trader who's mad because they got their goods elsewhere. Well, we can't really help with this though, so we'll just sit back and take a break. We have no place to take those goods either, since we have no permanent home. Let's fix this up for him. Help him with his crumbling walls. Very good. Now we should easily be able to pay for our monument expedition. Friends or protection. I am interrupted from my stroll near the supply tent by the approach of a nervous stranger, a man who introduces himself as Amort and is clearly alien to Semalaka, as I Lord, I find myself ill at ease in these lands. I had hoped that so worldly a man as yourself might prove willing to take in a homeless Koranist. Sure. You know, we like giants. And our camp is already filled with Muslims, right? There's like so many Muslims in our camp, it's almost crazy how many there are. Okay. There's a high tier muscle. It's like a force. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this, but I am going to probably radically change what we're doing next. Like radically change it. Because I just was checking out the family while I was paused from your perspective, and her children are all outside the family, which means that Valencia, which is technically our home, is going to fall out of the family. And I don't think we would allow that. Like, I don't think we would do that. Not while we have a claim, right? Well, we still live. We have a claim to this title. Our children won't, unless we press it, but we do. And I can't see us hearing rumors that our foolish distant cousin has basically given up on maintaining the family name, and her son is going to carry the family into a different house. I just don't think we would do that. I think our brother too would stand up and tell us that that's not something. So that's a thing. I don't know if we can do it though, because she's allied with her cousin here, Cairngeld. She might too strong for us. We would have to get a local ally. I know it's a radical change in direction. I don't know that we would stay there. My brother is gone, but it is our home. And we're like the only member of the family who has a legitimate claim to prevent the tragedy of Valencia falling. Would we even keep it for ourselves? I don't know. I think we would, like, we could pass it on to our grandson. Father, ever since you received those letters, you've been very upset. What is it? I don't know what to do. Father, you don't know what to do. You usually have some idea of what to do. What do you mean? I feel like my cousin, the Queen of Valencia, has betrayed us. I don't understand, Father. She is going to pass the kingdom, our kingdom, the place I was born, into the hands of her husband's foreign children. Of course she wants her children to inherit. I don't understand. She is a powerful queen from a powerful family. She could easily have arranged to make an agreement whereupon the children kept our name, and our family's unbroken lineage in Valencia was maintained. But instead, she has bowed to the will of her husband, and the kingdom will be lost to our blood. Not this generation, of course her children are our blood, but in the next, and the next, and the next, it will disappear. What do you think you're going to do about it, Father? Is that why you're worried? You think you need to do something about it? I think if your uncle, William, was still alive, he would insist on me doing something about it. And my entire life I have always denied him. But now that he and my sister are dead, can I justly deny their wishes still? There may be nothing to find in Greece, but certainly I should at least consider going home to protect the legacy of my family. Oh, that's why she left. Her husband's a mayor now. I don't know how that happened. Must have been completely random since he was traveling with us up until a minute ago, but you know, those things happen. Let's do this mission. It's going to be a hard thing. It's going to be a real hard thing to decide. For all that we're a world traveler and we wanted to do our own thing, this is our home. It doesn't make any sense it doesn't make any sense that we would let it fall in foreign hands, right? Even if it is through our foolish cousin making an unacceptable marriage. We'll do the contract for now. I do got to think about it. All right, hired muscle contract. Let's do this. Ooh, our knight, Amort, the new giant, is the best, but we'll put you as the first muscle. We'll put Hamid, our giant bodyguard, as the second muscle, and we will put Quimba, our other giant bodyguard, as the third muscle. Bator can be the footpad again, and our lookout will be Ali Kolan, the husband of our older daughter. So he lost his title, by the way. That was also going on in the background. He was in the Sheik Daniel was in a Liberty War, and Vladislav apparently married his youngest daughter to the king of Zaporizhia, like right at the last second, and in doing so, he toppled his cousin because his cousin was in a Liberty War, and he joined the Liberty War as an ally. I don't think Daniel thought that would be possible, that his own cousin would side against him, but there you have it. That's what happened. So the last of Alexander's line have been completely unseated. They're gone. It does make me think. I wonder. It's too bad. Oh, we can. Come on, man. Join us. I might have an idea. I might just have an idea. Daniel, I hope you're not coming here as an envoy from my wicked cousin. Our wicked cousin. No, I think he is a king, and the choices he makes titles they're not always understandable to us, but he thought he was doing the right thing. I'm not here to validate him. I don't need to make excuses for him. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't even speak to him about the issue, except for him to tell me that it already happened. No, I thought you should come with me. Come with you? Yes, come with me in your camp. I think we should discuss what that means, and I think after you hear, you will be more inclined than you are from your first impressions. In fact, it's more than might. I have an idea. This is already at 100. We're already done. Let's just execute this. Let's seize the moment. Let's seize the moment. It's too bad I can't do what I want to do. Like, the game won't let me just do it because you can't give your highest title away. So if I was to win the title, I would have to keep it for myself. But we'll figure something out. We will figure something out. Okay, we're figuring something out because we can't just do it. I'm gonna go, and I am actually going to commune with what I consider to be the most successful member of our entire lineage, except for Demetrius himself. That, of course, is Vyacheslav the Stout of Ruthenia. He is an extraordinarily significant figure. We are going to commune with him. Okay, we're going to do that through a monument expedition to his legendary hunting lodge, which we will, of course, have the best opportunity of succeeding at. Start the monument expedition. Let's just head right out there. Oh, we should have actually, we still can't customize our route. We'll do it on the way home, on the way back. Pick up all of these points of interest. Not right, though. There we go. You know, we could also here pass through Constantinople and then come back up. How? Just take off. Oh, it's way over. Never mind. The whole thing's way over. That'll have to do. All right. That'll do. Let's go. Expedition towards the legendary hunting lodge. The road to Zetmir is long, but I cannot wait to unearth the secret to the legendary hunting lodge and serene Zetmirian Russians who live there. I intend to gather comprehensive records and consume every piece of insight attainable. Yes, let's go. I don't know. Like, it's so off what we were intending to do, but I don't feel like I can just let that happen. Would we just let that happen? Just let it fall out of the family? Let's remind her of how important we are. We are literally the cousin of the King of Ruthenia, the greatest and strongest kingdom of the region, okay? They are immensely powerful now, and definitely growing instead of shrinking. Here we are. It's very weird that the choices are martial and intrigue, but we would go with martial over intrigue. Get your miniature legendary hunting ground here. Oh, absolutely. How would we not, right? Like, how would we not? This is a monument built to one of our great ancestors. This is even cooler than a mine. So we'll take some notes about the structure, try to learn everything we can. So, do we continue on the path we thought was ours, or do we seek out the new path that has occurred to us? We're gonna have this guy be our guide. Okay, not a huge chance of getting the second point. Cats are everywhere, so we're gonna follow the cats and see if they can show us a better path, I think. We could take a pet cat. I mean, we should have a pet cat. Let's take the pet cat. I want the cat. I want a cat that came to us from the Vyacheslav's monument. The cat, Zetmir, is a great name for a cat. We're keeping it. I love the fact that because we got it from the event, it named it after the city. I will never forget what I learned here. Oh, we got both points anyway, even though it was a 40% chance. Nice. Good job, us. Okay. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that it's martial, because we have martial on the mind, right? We really do. Are we gonna really do this? This is a very different direction. That's what I'll say. Different direction for us. Let's... I guess even though it's amazing, we'll take off the boar tusk, right? So we can put on the legendary hunting ground. Of course, we're showing off our new miniature hunting ground. That's amazing. It carries a little bit of the spirit of our ancestor in it. Well, not our ancestor. Our relative in it. Our distant cousin, you know? It's a pretty spectacular... pretty spectacular situation to be in, to be fair. It's not uncommon to hear rumors swirling around on this or that, so people are spreading rumors about Santa Claus. Let's see what's actually... Nothing here to see yet, I think. That's fine. Sorry I stressed you out, man, but you gotta figure things out, right? You've taught my daughter. She got a level 3 learning education. Wait, I taught... Well, I guess I put her to do it. Alright, astute intellectual. She missed out on the opportunity to get a perk because it picks whether or not you get those perks based on where you are when it ends. Chivalric dominance. Let's do the night effectiveness. Do we want to spend any money on our camp? Supply tent, we could take driven sutlers, divergent menders, roaming smithy. I mean, this would be good for us, the roaming smithy, so we're going to take that. We could also take stocked arsenal. We could do that next, though, so let's take the roaming smithy. It also fits our theme of having all sorts of different little businesses, right? So we'll do that. We'll help the guy out. He doesn't have to pay us. Oh, this guy wants us to go on a quest with him. Do not fear, I shall fight it. Let's try. Ugh, we failed. We did our best, but our new doctor helped us, so that's good. We could do a bet with our daughter. She's gonna win. She got it. Good shot. Good shot. We do not want to miss this opportunity. We want to try to make him brave. It's only a 42% chance, but it's worth a shot, right? That's fine. We did our best. We made the attempt. This guy wants us to help with his boat, and we will absolutely help him. Another Wanderer perk. We're now down Wayfarer. Unlock that. That's good. I think we've done everything we can do here reasonably. Where does that leave us? I think Vicious Love has told us what direction to go. By making our little quest there about Marshall. No, you gotta wash yourself, Santa Claus. Gotta keep yourself clean. Okay, we're not gonna do any more missions, but we are gonna take money for literally everybody who can give it to us. Take provisions from you. You have nothing useful. From you. Gold. That is good. Oh, are we really gonna do this? I think we are. I think there's just no way we can't. There's no way we cannot do it, right? I just don't want to lose the opportunity to write my book. So let's keep working for a bit. We'll think about it for a bit longer. Like I want to do it. Me, the human being sitting behind this game, wants to do it. Does Bernard Hugh want to do it? Does the call of the homeland falling to foreign blood make him want to do it? If it was easier to give it to someone else, like if I could set someone else as my benefactor and then conquer it for them, it would be 100%. Right now it feels like it's 90%. So this guy is a wandering knight. He wants to join us. I mean, I can ask him to join. He's definitely worth 25 gold. Yep, that's good. We got our roaming smithy completed. Okay, my creation will be exhaustive, of course. We always do our very best on these great works of learning. So that this here too, this is, don't do performer plays, we're not actors. Humble beginnings. I will write about the wonders I've seen, because we might as well take the free ones when we can. We will also write, oh no, that's only +1. We won't do that. It's a low chance, right? Let's dazzle them with my wits. Terrific chapter, nice. Just one more hill. This is another free +1. We'll take that. Every time it gives us that free +1, we'll do it. This is traveling stories, which means it's a check again. So we do dazzling them with our wits. Terrific chapter. We have a very high rate of success in this particular mission. The wonders I've seen, I'll write about that. So this is another free pass for the exceptional success. That guarantees our success. And this guy has gotten another excellent book written by us. This whole region is filled with excellent books written by us. We're just amazing. Like, Toils of War. I will donate some coins to these wretches. So, as we walk through the streets of Borichai, a procession of soldiers emerge from a side street. Most of them are injured and aided by downtrodden civilians. A herald proudly stands up in front of the throng of people gathering around the marketplace and declares with a loud voice, "We have crushed those Ungarian dogs." It's only a matter of time before a victory, so they have come back from a difficult victory, but they're definitely playing up their victory because they want to keep their morale up. Maybe they have some wisdom to share about their battles. Yeah, I think do that. Oh, we accidentally, that's fine. It's not really. It kind of feels bad. We didn't want to do that at all. Wait, why does Enogen not have a guardian? You are supposed to be doing learning. I guess I'll finish it myself. How long is it till you come of age? I think before we make any decision, we are going to make the trip down to the Byzantine, the former capital of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople, the great city, or one of the two great cities. We'll do that. Time is 3 months. Let's customize our route here. We'll start moving our camp. There's probably some money for us to make down in Greece. Right, so you have had 2 more children. They won't let me pay the ransom, except... Alright, I don't need to decide the children's name of the former Grand Prince, you know? Well, I mean, he's still a Grand Prince. He's just no longer a sheik. I would like for my son to come of age in the greatest city on earth. I think that would be a great boon, so that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully we can find some work here. We got 2 jobs. Need a bunch of fame for coming back to the great city. Here we have a transcribed texts, which is easy for us to do. I can draw inspiration from my own experiences. Yep, it's a good start. We will now use our stewardship to do the same. And then lastly, we will roll a dice on the higher success by using our smarts to try to get 3 score. Successful transcription. That is excellent job. Good for us. All right. Not as much as you can get, but a solid success. I guess we'll also create this work of learning. To some degree, I'm trying to also, before I make my decision, I'm trying to write my book. My creation will of course be exhaustive. We always do it. Let's do our best. We'll take the free score from the wonders we've seen. Plenty of stories to tell. I think we'll dazzle them with our wits. Terrific chapter. Close quarters. It's not my business. You guys do what you want to do. Okay, so we'll stick to our wits again. Oh no. Oh no. All the wonders we've seen. Yeah, we'll take that. It's going to be the worst book we've ever written. We're so stressed about this decision. It's literally going to be the worst book we've ever written. At least it'll be a standard success instead of a qualified success. Would have been nice if it was excellent like all the rest of them though. It's our first non-excellent work. I'm actually really disappointed in us. It's just been hard, you know. It's hard. Let's go into the city. Actually, let's make a request of you for gold because you're rich as hell. We'll also make a request of you for gold because you're not as rich as hell, but still. We're not going to be here much longer. That's going to allow us to make our book, The Travels of Bernard Hugh. Okay. My memories belong to me alone. That just gives us learning lifestyle perks. We don't want that. I have not told half of what I saw. So we will create our artifact book, The Travels of Bernard Hugh, which we will immediately change the name of this to The Road to Kyiv, right? By Bernard Hugh. There we go. Now, this, of course, is just like Demetrius's book, which means it only gives us prestige if we carry it, but if anyone else in the family carries it, they get 40% bonus lifestyle experience. And I think we're going to wait out our son's birthday in March in Constantinople. So let's visit the diametrically opposed. My good companion Gaboto has been off with me the last few days, each night avoiding my invitation to dine. Today he catches me alone. My Ted Bernard Hugh, I'm sorry I have to tell you this as a friend. Your continuous turnabouts and easy conniving and easy convincing, it puts you in bad stead. Yes, whatever you say, I can agree with him. With a 15% chance to lose of being friends, but we lose a bunch of stress ourselves because we're fickle. Okay, well, we'll think about it. Ooh, we just gained flourishing cities, which she become the house head. That's fine. We'll go to the supply tent, and we were gonna we'll upgrade the supply tent with the money we have on hand. Let's look for provisions. We don't really need that many, but we'll send the forager out anyway. Oh, good job. We'll go into town. Actually, before we go into town, we should increase one of our military units, probably. Armored footmen seems like a good idea. Then we will go in to the city and try to gather up more adventurers to ride with us. We'll go to the tavern, listen to a story. I mean, where are we on wit anyway? I mean, really pretty good. But she gives us 22 experience per lot. We'll do that. Let's head back. It's almost our son's birthday. There it is. Uladard comes of age. Well, that's sad. You know, it's random, right? There's nothing you can really do about it. Education is only good too. That's fine. They grow up fast. Yeah, I mean, he's a good kid, so doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody does. Let's we can collect taxes before we go, or we can just go. I mean, we wrote our book. It's really a hard decision. Like, it's super hard a decision, right? We could become legitimists. Should we do it? Should we become legitimists at the very last minute? Should we just become legitimists and go all in? I think we're doing it. We are absolutely doing it. Look how gorgeous he looks now that he's taken up the mantle. We can't. All the work our family did, we can't let that happen. It's too much. I mean, this is cool, but it's not our responsibility. We can't let this happen, right? Like, that can't happen. There's just no way. That can't happen. So it can't happen. So we won't let it, right? Which means the last thing we're gonna do in this episode is we're hauling back, you know? We gotta do it. We gotta go back, right? We can't not go back. We gotta ask him for support. He's the first person we would ask. He's our literal best friend. It's a pipe dream if our best friend won't support us. The boom of the earth. Color me intrigued. Let's do it. Look at him. It's completely wild. Like, completely wild. The hair is coming back in full form. Yeah, they can be friends. I mean, I think it's weird that all the giants aren't friends because they do the same job, basically. Did you just murder what? Man, guards. Thank Jesus, my personal physician is here. Work. You know, the last time I let somebody go in the wasteland, but now that I'm claiming to actually be the rightful king of Valencia, I think we have to execute him, right? No, it's just not in our nature. We'll just banish him like we did the last guy. We'll leave him someplace in the wilderness with nothing except a day's worth of food and the clothes on his back, and if he figures out a way to survive it, then that's good for him. That's God's will, as we said before. Oh, we are sick because we're ill. It's not the best sign. That actually means we're closer to death than we were hoping. If just being ill makes us sick, makes us red heart, then that could be dangerous. That could be really dangerous. Okay, we made it back. He wants us to protect the innocent. We want him to support us. Okay, request legitimate support. Will you support us, King Vladislav, in becoming the King of Valencia? You're back so soon, my friend. Why are you here? And you look so different. I've made a decision. It is the single biggest decision I've made in my entire life. Bigger than leaving my sister's court in Brittany and going to Africa. What is it? What do you need? Are you here to ask for help? Yes. I intend, and I do not know if you can help me because the distance is so far, but I at least need your support in words if I can't call upon your military might. This is rather dire. I am going to press my claim through my father to the crown of Valencia because I think I owe it to my brother and my sister not to let our homeland fall out of the family line. I think they were good to me and let me live the life I wanted to live, and I think I may have to just give this back for them. I think that you are a just man and that you would be a just king. Are you certain? I am as certain as I'm ever going to be. I don't intend to turn back until either I die or I fulfill this quest. Then you have my support. If it is possible for me to send money or men, I will, and if it is not, if the distance is too great, you still have my support. I have heard of the great things done in Valencia. They are what inspired the great things we did here, and you are correct. Valencia cannot be allowed to fall out of the family's hands. Good job. Okay. Well, we've got our first major supporter. I think we return, we go to Castile. We try to get the support of the King of Castile. I think we can do it. It's gone. It's effectively gone. She's abandoned the legacy of her family. She's utterly abandoned the legacy of her family. It's awful. I hate it. I absolutely despise the fact that this has happened. It's the worst. Her foolishness has completely driven me off of living my own life for my own purpose. We will do your Protect the Weak just because we need money. I think we have to make sure we succeed, right? Grand Prince Daniel will be our main muscle because he is good at that. Then, of course, we will have the new giant and knight, Emort. The outcast will be Ulzuk. We need a thug, Olena. Yeah, you can be the thug, that's okay. And then the lookout will be Ali Kolon, the husband of our older daughter. Oh, 2 more children. May you grow strong and wise, yes. I think we need to pet our cat. And with that, I think we're going to bring this episode to an end. I was not expecting what I just did to happen, but it feels kind of right. He never cared about that stuff. You know, it was always his brother that insisted that they needed to go home and write it. But this is too much. This is too much. And then we went and we visited the hunting lodge, and it was martial based, and that has to be a sign. And we have a miniature of the hunting lodge now that we carry with us, and it's also just, it's too much. Earn it? No, you can have your own tent. There's no reason in denying the desires of children. And with that, we are going to bring this episode finally to an end. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join us the next time that we are here with Bernard Hugh of the Valenciano Ducks. Goodbye for now.